right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about fractions to percents. And again, a fraction is like a ratio, so for example, 1 out of 4 or something like that. And so if I want to get it out of 100, some of these you can do mentally. So you can just, ask yourself kind of, well, what could I do to get that to be 100? And the answer is to multiply by 25, multiply by 25, and so you get 25 out of 100, or what we would say is 25%. So again, if you have a test with 4 questions, you get 1 right. They're each equally weighted, then you just earned a 25%, which means had there been 100 questions on the test, probability is you probably would have got 25 right. Okay. Some things like, anything that you can get out of 100 easily is easy to get a percent. Like 9 out of 10, you could just multiply both by 10 or add a 0 and get 90%. Something like 4/5. Again, you shouldn't need a calculator. You should get that out of 10. So double and double. And so you get 8 out of 10, which again is 80%. Like a fourth, most of you know a quarter is a fourth of a dollar. So again, that's 25%. So on the same note, 3/4 is 75 cents or 75%. I'm trying to think. If you get, like say 19 out of 20 on a test, you could either reduce that out of 10 or just multiply by 5. And what would that be? 95%. Sometimes you have ones you don't think you know, like maybe an eighth, and you're like, oh, I never memorized that one. But if you think about it, if you know a fourth is 25%, an eighth is just half of that. So then I'm like, oh, well, then what's half of 25%? That's what, 12.5%. So, you can get it that way. Now, if there's ones that you don't absolutely know and they're not nice numbers, like say you get 11 of 13 on a quiz or something like that, and you're like, okay, I have no idea, well, you're going to grab your calculator and you are going to divide. So you're going to take 11 divided by 13, and then you're probably going to have to round a little bit here. So this one's about 0.84615 ... on the calculator. Now, and again, this is just the decimal version of it. It's not the percent. So remember, percents are out of hundreds. This is in the hundreds position. So basically, most people remember to either multiply by 100 or move the decimal 2 spots. So that's about, I don't know, 84.6%, something like that. So if it's nice, you should be able to do it mentally and figure it out. If it's not nice, then you're just going to divide and use your calculator.